Hello and welcome to the Monocle Weekly. I'm Fernando Augusto Pacheco, and on this week's episode I had the pleasure to speak with Mind Enterprises, an Italian music duo taking the world by storm. Made up of two former post-punk musicians, Andrea Tirone and Roberto Conigliaro, Mind Enterprises dabbles in feel-good Italo disco, a genre fitting for a global audience looking for a dash of Mediterranean escapism. Here is my conversation with them.
We've been working together since 2011. We met in Palermo, actually a festival called Ipsic Rock. We played with different bands, and we just found out basically that we're both just about to move to London. Or I think we already just moved to London. So, we swapped number, and then in London, of course, we kept in touch. Also because our English was terrible. And we had no friends, so we actually needed each other. Of course, we started, hanging out, working, I'll tell you more, but Andrea started the project as a solo, and then I joined as a live musician to help to bring, the project, of course, on stage.
Question again for both of you. Your music, of course, is deeply inspired by Italo disco, which I love, and so I try to understand why do I love Italo disco so much.
I mean, as a very human side, as you said, emotion, of course, it comes from disco music, which is played and sung. And the good thing, of course, it's a crossover because then you have the synth and the drum machine. But I think, as you said, just more the emotional feel, the human side, people a lot into techno nowadays, I think Italo is kind of define a little bit the counterparts, where at least on the electronic music sphere, again, it's a bit of feel good human touch, I would say.
How I see it is because it's a bit silly as well. It's sort of don't take yourself too seriously. It has some sort of depth, but the instinct is let's just have fun. Let's just don't think about it too much. And I think it's very linked with a proper party, in my opinion, and dance music. You're just there not to be the best looking, the coolest person. It's more about having fun and don't take yourself too serious. So I guess this kind of music sort of helps, help to create the vibe for a good party.
And that's how you both started as well. Online, people saw, your beautiful imagery there. It's very chilled. And then suddenly you're doing an international tour to the US as well. How was the reception in the US, in fact? Because I wouldn't associate Italo disco in the US.
Yeah, exactly. It couldn't be better, to be honest. It was pretty much a sold out tour. And they ended at Coachella with the 2 weekends at Coachella. As you said, people kind of looked at us a little bit what is this? Because as you said, Italo was definitely more as a European thing, in Germany, Belgium, Netherlands. The fact the Coachella that I decided to get us on one of, actually, as a headliner, of a stage, and kind of trust whatever, in this Italo disco thing, yeah, it's quite surprising. At the end of the day, we, filled up the room, so it was amazing.
And I don't know if you agree with me, look at the big pop stars today as well. They are also influenced by Italo disco. Don't you feel the beats, even when you look at the pop stars, maybe they don't do it directly as you guys, because you guys know all the names, but don't you think they indirectly actually was more influential than people think?
Yeah, maybe. Look, Italo disco never really died. It was peaking, in my opinion, 1983. Then went to a darker phase, but it never really disappeared. And so I think any electronic producer knows a bit about it, and you can always go back to it and just find some inspiration. So I guess in this particular moment, some people that are like us rediscovering it, probably a more mainstream level, it's a bit more hidden beneath production, but it's something that is gonna be there.
It's kind of the first attempt again making disco music with electronic instruments, as we were saying. So they were quite pioneering back then. And then, stuff like that doesn't disappear like so easily.
Let's talk about Negroni Love, the album, which is out today or tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow.
That's amazing. First of all, is it true that I read in one of your interviews that actually Negroni is not necessarily your favorites, but it is cool? Do you like Negronis?
Negroni, yeah. Negroni is, of course.
Well, to be fair, like we kind of switch between drinking Negroni and just Campari and soda.
Okay.
Because Negroni obviously is like quite like a tough drink. If you
save Campari Love for the next album.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a bit strong. So, when we play live, actually, usually it's Campari and soda, a bit lighter. But definitely my favorite drink, though. Yeah.
Yeah, Negroni is a bit more a treat, when you just go out for real. But then, Campari and soda is more casual and more like, you can drink it every day. So,
Well, I love Tutto Sport. I mean, who would like to talk about this? And it's based on a newspaper from Turin, a sports newspaper, right?
Yeah. The name, yeah. But also, like, I have to say, I use a lot of sort of like football references and sports references, but I don't know anything about it. I just like it as a cultural thing, an anthropological perspective, I say. But I never play football. I don't know anything about it. And so, from my knowledge, this newspaper was like, I didn't even know it was from Turin, but I discovered it was. And it's very much linked with a specific football team, but, as well. I
had to tell you.
Are you a football fan?
No, not anymore. I used to, but it's been like over a decade, like I don't stop. I'm into tennis, though. So at least I go a sport I actually like. But yeah, football, for some reason, just don't follow anymore.
0-0. 1-0. 0-0. 1-0.
And I wrote it down here, my favorite song. I would like to know actually more or less where this comes from. Rosanero, I love it.
Yeah, there you go.
I absolutely love this song.
Thank you. Yeah, that's another football reference. Rosanero, he's so try to look like the most agreeable football team in Italy, like because Palermo is not,
The huge team. Like, they're not doing so well now.
It's all that controversial, If you see Rosanero, everyone kind of likes them.
It's like you wait to see, you're gonna have half Italy like hating you, and same with like Inter Milan and Milan. So Palermo is a small bit flat. Like, nobody hates Palermo. Come on. Apart the people from Catania, but it's not that many. There's this beef like in Sicily between like Catania and Palermo, then the main cities. Yeah.
And guys, I saw the list. You are performing so many gigs this year. You'll be in Brazil, which I'm very excited about. In October, I'm from Brazil. So there's be a big market for you guys there. Do you like playing live? So tell us a bit more, because we're here in London. It's a big venue. You have a packed schedule.
Yeah, even too much. I think we're taking a bit too much stuff.
Yeah.
That's why That's why then you get tired because, of course, because we love it so much. So, when the offer came to the table, it's hard to say no, and we say yes every time. Something that we'll have to.
I mean, especially the ones South America, Australia, America, like, of course, like, super exciting to bring their music abroad. Like,
You have some caipirinha love, maybe.
yeah, I love caipirinha. yeah, absolutely. I get one. My many, not just one, for sure.
It's fantastic.
No, it's very exciting. Yeah.
That was Mind Enterprises. Their album Negroni Love is out now. You can also read an interview with them on Monocle's July-August issue that is out now as well. The show was edited by Steph Chungu. Thank you for listening.